Hey guys, what is up? It's your boy E, and this video is going to be a basic Marth competitive guide in Smash Ultimate. Now in this video, it's pretty much only going to be Marth that I talk about, aside from including Lucina, because to be honest with you guys, I've been barely using her. I've been having too much fun with Marth, and to me this is the most fun and most I've enjoyed playing this character in actually any Smash game. So in this video, for now, I'll try to briefly cover movement, approaching, juggling, ledge trapping, dancing blade, and edge guarding to the best of my ability. So before further ado, let's get into it. I'll start talking about movement first. Honestly, I think that Marth has some of the best movement in the game. Especially on stages like Battlefield, for example, because he can really make use of these platforms. Not only for juggling, but just from getting from point A to point B and being able to like mix up your opponent in the process. What I would be looking for, or like what I think is really good at low percents especially, but this is mostly like all percents, but for example, ready? Bam, bam, that's like a combo starter, sort of. So making use of these platforms, like getting on them, learning how to wave land off consistently, wave land off up airs, wave land off forward airs, learning how to do this in specific will help out a lot. Marth's dash is actually also really good in neutral. It's a really good mix-up tool, especially when an opponent is trying to like run at you or maybe catch you with a command grab, right? So for example, like a character like Incineroar, when he tries to side B you, what you can do to avoid that side B is just dash back. I would say if you guys are trying to practice movement, make sure you guys are definitely labbing wave landing consistently on the platforms. Basically, I mean, dash dancing is pretty easy to do, like anyone can do this, you know, but kind of just like not doing it mindlessly and just learning like, okay, I'm gonna dash back here. Like, yeah, you can dash back, like dash dance back and forth, but what your main goal is to just be able to dash away when you think your opponent is gonna come in. So, you know, it's not just a bunch of like 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 to like mix up your opponent. Like, yes, but at the same time, you want to keep in mind, like, all right, when I think he's gonna run in, now let me dash back, and then, you know, I can maybe punish him for it. Also, practicing the basic stuff, for example, because I wouldn't tell you, like, I wouldn't be able to tell you the number of times that like I would mess up something like a short hop neutral air because I would get short hop, I would get full hop. You know, so being able to just kind of practice, even like 2 hours a day or whatever, just movement alone will help you guys a lot in the long run, I think. So for example, what I was doing, or like how I practice movement, is I literally just for like, I mean, I kind of practiced for a while, but I would say like if you guys can for like an hour or like 2 hours, just practice this. Just do this. Wave land. Wave landing is pretty easy on the platforms. All you do is literally jump, and then you just like air dodge down into the ground, but like to the side-ish, and then your opponent does that. You know, it all takes practice. I wasn't like that good at it at first, but over time I kind of got a lot better at it. Practice just short hop neutral landing as well, because this is really good. Like, this is actually really good. Short hop neutral air strings at low percent. So let's see, let's get DK to like 0%. You ready for this? Alright, so 0%. Bam, bam. Like, that's actually like a thing. Like, that's like a consistent thing you can kind of go for. Like this. So that's pretty much like a combo you guys can look for at low percent. Just being able to practice wave landing, because it's really important. And when your guys are dash dancing, just keep in mind, like, you know, dashing back, especially Marth's, is really, really helpful when avoiding command grabs and, you know, just like dash attacks and stuff, you know. So because after that we can just, if we just dash back, we can just F smash them, or, you know, just kind of punish them for it, or like with dancing blade. I think dancing blade would probably be better for that situation. So that will wrap up movement for now, and then we can get on to the next thing, which will be approaching. Alright guys, so for the next segment, I'll be talking about like approaching with this character. So approaching, When you're approaching, like basically you probably want to be dash dancing at first. You know, I think that's like the, you know, the general thing. You're gonna want to be dash dancing. I'll rip the DK, by the way. So dash dancing back and forth, and you kind of want to be waiting for your opponent to slip up per se, or to kind of get in your zone, right? So for example, just like how I was, like I'm dashing back and forth. Whoops. And then I'm just waiting for him to kind of like either throw out something that I think is punishable, or for him to kind of like not respect my space enough. So like I'm starting off right here. I'm already kind of setting a zone with my nair. Oh shit, my man really broke. Really already. But yeah, like I would basically be dashing back and forth, and then in a nutshell waiting for my opponent to just not respect my space, or to throw out something that I can punish with like nair, or like, you know, just forward air or something like that. I would say you want to probably be looking for a nair to start, because neutral air is so much safer than it was in Smash 4. The thing is, you can also forward air too. Like usually the thing is, when I'm like approaching, I don't really approach with fair actually. I usually approach with nair to gain space, but it's like more so when I'm trying to wall out. Like almost like when I gained that space already, then I'll start throwing out forward airs, because then it's like, alright, so now since I already kind of hit you and now I kind of have stage control, now I'm going to start going for forward airs, because now I'm going to kind of set up a wall, or like a defensive wall, so that you can't really like get past me or whatever, you know? I wouldn't try to approach with forward airs too much. Forward airs are good, but it is kind of committal. I would mostly look for neutral airs and actually just grabs and dancing blades. Yo, whose DK is this, bro? You guys can approach with down tilt though as well. Like down tilt is a really good move. It's good to approach, but it's more so good to just like throw out there to kind of stop your opponent's approach. So when you think your opponent's going to approach, you can just like throw out down air, or to just or just make him think that you're going to cover it, you know? Make him think that you're going to cover his like dash in or something. Like whatever you can do to get your opponent thinking and like that you might do something is like what you want to do. Dash ins, down tilts, you know, to mix them up. Just general stuff like that. I would say is how you want to like open up your approach. You know, sometimes like you can even use these platforms, you know, to like get in on your opponent, like how I was talking about earlier. Like you can use the plats to hold up. I'm getting cooked right now. Yo, whose fucking DK is this, man? Back up. Back up. Know your place. Know your freaking place. Know your place. No. Alright, hold up. I'm sorry, guys. This guide actually has to come to an end. I actually don't even know what I'm talking about. You know, so I'll leave it at that for now. You know, just pretty much try to approach with nairs, I would say, mostly. Throw out down tilts when you think your opponent is going to like possibly dash in. And you know, when you do have that stage control, I would say, then you know, start throwing out forward airs to like kind of make them feel more pressured and make them feel like, you know, they are really in the corner and they are getting walled out. Alright guys, so the next segment will be juggling. I would say that Marth, I think, does have possibly one of the best juggle games in the entire game. I like to compare, actually, Marth's juggle game in this game compared to almost like Cloud's in Smash 4. Obviously, it's not as broken. You know, Cloud was So I would say about juggling, I do think that juggling is a actually very unexplored area in Marth's gameplay right now. Even for me, I feel like I still am not totally as broken at it, you know. Just like you know, still like earlier in the game. So, but dude, like Marth's juggle game is actually something that is very, very, very good. To start off like a basic juggle is like just go for a short hop up air into like into F tilts, right? And as you can see, like I'm basically just trying to up air as fast as I can. As fast as I can and not hold back, dude. You know, it's like calculated though, you know? Like I try to bam, get him. Then once he like gets closer to the ground, I go for like up tilt to keep him in the air. Your whole goal with juggling is to just keep your opponent in the air as long as possible, you know? Bam, bam, jump up, turn around. See, that's the thing, like, it's all like it's just a game, dude. It's just a game, like, just don't let him touch the ground. Bam, keep him up, keep him up. You know, you also want to follow his drift. And also, like, for example, because, like, they're going to try and drift away, like, people are going to try and get down and stuff, but that's when you just have to kind of follow them and just act accordingly, you know? You know, but like I was saying earlier with the platforms, this is actually going to help out a lot. Like, you know, just being able to even, like, do this, for example. Like, let's say you get someone on the platform or whatever, they don't tech, wave land on, down throw, up air again. Oh, wow, perfect. Down throw is actually really good in this game. It's kind of similar to Smash 4, although I think the window to connect the up airs are a lot more specific. So I do think that down throw, like, this is a combo, low percent, guys. You see? Like, it works. Down throw, up air. You know, it's still a combo in this game. And you can still get a tipper just like Smash 4. So this is another good thing to open up with when juggling. And just act accordingly. You know, if your opponent is drifting away. let me put him on. Let me make him broken, like he was earlier. All right, bam, bam, bam. Up tilt. And then I see, but he drifted away. I wasn't able to get it, you know. So bam, you know, sometimes people are gonna air dodge, so you're gonna have to like adapt to that. But just being able to kind of know when to up tilt when they're kind of close to the ground is like really important. So bam, bam, bam. I'm following him. The thing about Marth's up air as well is that it actually covers a lot. Like, you guys see how wide the arc is. But it's pretty simple, you know? But it is very, very important. Like, juggling, it's almost like you definitely, like I said earlier, when you are juggling with Marth in this game, you almost want to treat it like you're playing Smash 4 Cloud, in a nutshell. It is kind of different than Smash 4. I never looked at juggling in Smash 4 as, like, I think in this game, juggling is a lot more oppressive than Smash 4 juggling with Marth. So, honestly, that pretty much sums up, like, the juggling aspect. I know it wasn't anything crazy, but just, like, kind of basic juggling, you know? So honestly, I had a bit of a hard time, and I still kind of have a hard time ledge trapping, because I don't know, I'm still kind of just used to how it was in Smash 4, so I'll find myself often kind of just doing certain things like I do in Smash 4. Like, I'll stand at the shield, I'll stand at the ledge, hold shield, and look for like get up attack or regular get up and punish with grab. The thing is, like, that still works in this game, but in this game, you kind of, it's ledge trapping is definitely different, and I think it actually is a lot harder compared to how it was in Smash 4. Marth has one of the best ledge trap games in the game, and he can really react to a lot and just cover a lot. So I would say, guys, also I can shout out to Coach Pierce, by the way, you know, for you know, he kind of helped me with ledge trapping, especially in this game. You guys kind of want to stand when you are ledge trapping. Probably like right around here-ish, like right around here, I would say. So you're not too close to, like, for example, in Smash 4, I would probably find myself, but it was work for me. Like, I would stand like right here, I would neutral air, hold shield, and then just like kind of react to everything. Nair in this game, fastball Nair especially, is really, really good. Even if you are kind of doing it over and over again, because what your goal kind of is to do. And not only does this kill at high percent and just throw your opponent right off stage, but this eliminates a lot of your opponent's options. Like, by me doing this, they are not going to be able to really regular get up attack me, or at least most get up attacks. Like, for example, most get up attacks, like, for example, if a Marth is right here and he does like a get up attack while I'm neutral airing, I'm most likely going to beat him, because I'm jumping in the air and like my sword is right here. So like he's not gonna beat me with his get up attack. You know, so right here, your goal is to pretty much eliminate your opponent's options and make them kind of have to choose either one option to beat you, or like where they have to guess. So when I'm ledge trapping, I like to stand like right here. You guys are gonna see me throw out a bunch of neutral airs to kind of make them have to stay on the ledge to choose a decision. And the thing is, once I notice that they're taking too long to make a decision from me throwing out the nairs, that's when I start down tilting. because down tilt is going to be like, wait, you took too long, now you're going to get jabbed, now you're going to have to rinse and repeat the situation. So I'll start off, I'll nair, and then I'll wait for them to down tilt, or sometimes I'll mix it up like this, like I'll neutral air, down tilt, and I'll force them to just, they'll be like, wait, I'm getting down tilted, I'm down tilted, and then they do regular get up, and I'm right here, and I'm shielding, and then, I just grab them. This is also down tilt. If you think your opponent's going to jump, this will take their jump right away. So if you think your opponent's going to jump, throw out some down tilts, just to catch them. And at high percent, it should knock them further away from the ledge, so that they can't even get back because they have no jump. If your opponent jumps, you should be able to catch it with up air. And it's just all about just getting used to the visual cues, Like when your opponent's on the ledge, everything is a visual cue, Like regular get up is like that. Get up attack is like, like that. When someone's jumped, they have to go through that whole thing. And then when they roll, they go through that. When people do roll against me, I still kind of catch it with Dancing Blade. But, the thing is with Dancing Blade, it does seem a little less consistent compared to the old game. But it's all just a matter of like percent, and just like how you time the hits, honestly. Like, and it also kind of depends on the distance that you are from them. For example, like let's say this DK rolls from the ledge and I'm right here. Like, it really, like some characters, the Dancing Blade might have not connected there, and I might have just got 1, 2, 3, and then that's happened to me a lot in tournament. As far as covering roll, I would say, unless you want to make a hard read and go for like an up smash, Dancing Blade, it should be pretty reliable. Another good thing though, if you are really confident that they are gonna get up attack, what you can go for is F tilt at the ledge. This will obliterate your opponent if you get it tippered. And I would say tipper range is like probably like right here. Yeah, so like right here seems like regular. Yeah, so this right here, well, I mean against this DK is, I'm getting tipper every time. And this, if you time this perfectly and they regular get up attack, there's nothing they can do. They cannot get up and shield. Like this, you're dead, like you're literally dead. If you also think your opponent's gonna regular get up attack and you want a reliable kill, literally do this. Bam, dead every time. Shield, bam. I find myself holding shield probably a little bit at ledge, because I'm kind of like always looking for it, which could be a bad thing, if someone has a shield breaker or like a good move like that, your shield could get broken. So you just have to kind of be aware of that, Just don't make it obvious you're kind of going for it. And lots of times, especially in like high pressure situations, opponents will regular get up or regular get up attack. And this, bam. You just have to practice it. Sometimes what sucks is I'll get jump uppy, and that's really bad. Like if you mess it up though, you're you're done skis. So just make sure you guys practice that 100%. Marth uppy out of shield is one of the best out of shield options in the game, in my opinion, as far as like killing. We can do it a lot, even in neutral. If you want to like get out of a certain combo, like I don't remember what combo I got out of the other day, but certain strings that will work on other characters, you guys can literally just like mash up B, like literally mash up B, get them off you, and just kind of like make sure you get down the stage as fast as you can. Because sometimes you'll be able to up B out of an attack, but it's not going to really make much sense if you don't deal enough knockback. Alright guys, but yeah, I'll say that pretty much sums up like a little bit of ledge trapping and just like some extra things. Alright guys, so now we can talk a little bit about Marth's Dancing Blade. I love this Dancing Blade. Sometimes it's inconsistent, but it's only really inconsistent if you don't kind of time the hits right. And the thing is, it's not too hard to time the hits. It's just something that you have to get used to, honestly. So we'll see if like my spacing works or like if it's consistent. All right, I want to get a tipper last hit right now. All right, we out. But all right, hold up, I gotta cut. All right, there we go. If you guys want to get the last hit tipper, in certain situations, you definitely just can do the smash 4. I personally don't do right now the side, down, side, but literally side works almost every time. It's all timing, literally. So, bam. Wait for your opponent to get far away from the, like, it's not just about delaying the hit, but it's about just knowing how far away your opponent is from the blade. So See, but it's hard because if you wait too long, like, it's not gonna work. Your goal with the dancing blade is just to kind of just like make sure you delay the last hit on certain characters. But then depending on the spacing, for example, I think this, like, the first hit matters a lot. So right here, ready? Look at that. Look at that. He's done. That was a tipper. Well, let's see. Yep. Okay, nah. So waiting out waiting out the last hit is your general goal, honestly. So just make sure you guys wait out the last hit. Bam. There we go. Bam. Bam, dude. It's so consistent when you do it, when you space it right. It's kind of hard to explain, but you know, it's just spacing and the timings of the hits. It's one of the things that I think just kind of come natural when you practice it enough. So like, see, that time was like a weak tipper, I think. Ooh, that's heck though. As far as opening up matches, sometimes I find myself, I just go for like dancing blade 1 2 3 4. So I like, because what I like to do is like I like to get my opponents off stage. So usually I'll go for dancing blade 1 2 3 4 to get them off stage. Or if there's a platform above me, I'll do bam 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 bam, you know, so that I can get them on top of like a platform. Dancing blade is still very good in this game, especially because of like how it kills. Like for example, on characters like on Pichu, for example, you'll obliterate them. You can obliterate them at like 50% if you just space it right, you know. Like that was like he's obliterated right there, you know. And yeah, dancing blade comes out really fast, so it actually is a really good approach tool as well. That'll pretty much sum up dancing blade. I know it wasn't like too crazy of like an explanation because I still don't really have it totally understood yet, but at least this will get this, you know, guys could, at least this shows you a little bit, you know, like this shows you that you can kind of practice it, and it isn't as inconsistent as, you know, some people are making it out to seem. Alright guys, so for the last part of this guide that I'm gonna explain today is edge guarding. This is why I love Marth so much, is because Marth has the freedom of kind of going off stage whenever he wants, and you know, if you're willing to go that deep, like you can do some crazy stuff with him. For me, for example, I love going super freaking hard off stage. Like I will go all the way down here and not make it back. I like to go all the way, like as deep as I freaking can, and basically just edge guard my opponent. Whether that's like just one fair that can like mess them up down here, or you know, a deep counter against like a Ness or something. Basically, I will go for it. And other characters like Roy, Crumb, Ike, etc., they don't really have the glory of doing that. They kind of have to stay on the stage. So that's like a reason why I like Marth so much. When Marth is ledge trapping, what you could do, like for example, let's say, okay, Fox is off stage. All right, I'm gonna wait right here, see what he does, hold up, and then act accordingly. You know, get your guy off stage. Wait to see what he's gonna do, and then just like sometimes a F tilt can, especially against spacies. F tilt, if you time it right, can really body spacies. You know, like this will sometimes kill if you tipper it. And also it could put them, just like how it did earlier to this Fox, in a perfect range for a spike. Here, see I wonder if he'll do it. I don't think he's about it. But you see, like they pretty much have no options if you get it perfectly. If you hold shield, like right here, bam, uppy every time. It will kill them every single time, because sometimes these Fox players or Falco players or just Spacey players, they're gonna want to try and mix you up and actually go on stage. But if you just get used to kind of like it's still taking me some time to get used to the mechanic, because I'm still expecting the Fox to like go behind me. But hold shield, bam, uppy at a shield, they're done. Mix in some down tilts as well. Like if you think they're far enough from the ledge, just down tilt them. So like try to time a good down tilt. Jabs I don't really do as much, because I feel like instead of just doing a jab, if you think they're gonna get on stage, like you can just hold shield at this point, you know, just hold shield and then up B them. But sometimes you won't be able to, maybe in time. So jabs also work as well for edge guarding like space characters. Oh, also, so real quick, Wolf's side B. If you feel like they're gonna like go on stage or try to hit you, or if you just want to like kind of scare them, just counter. Oh man, if you get this, they are done. Like they're dying at they can probably die at like 40%, honestly. Not many characters in the game can actually edgeguard K. Rool, but Marth is one of the characters that can actually do it, and he can actually do it pretty well. The only thing that you have to worry about, though, is if the K. Rool is recovering, like from under the stage, like right here, you're not going to be able to edgeguard it because of his, like, whatever that thing is on his head, like that freaking helicopter thingy. I don't know. Your goal is to hit K. Rool from the side. So if you can get K. Rool from the side like this, fall off the ledge, back air, like time a good back air, he's gonna have a hard time getting back. And it's just free damage. It's literally free damage. What? Yeah, sometimes I'll just go on the ledge, wait here, and then look for a back air. You know, look for a back air, jump off back air. It all depends, but this is basically what you kind of want to go for when you're edge guarding. Why does that happen? It's all just practice. Okay, got him off stage. Okay, he's gonna side B. Yeah, so I'm kind of messing it up, but I'm still hitting him. You know, I'm still, bam. Okay, so we're pretty much done with talking about like edge guarding. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys some tips. This right here. Ready? Hold up. Hold up. Bam. This is amazing. Like lots of people probably see it done with Chrom. It's basically the dash cancels. So like the dash turnaround F tilt in this game is young. Like, you know, this wasn't really a mechanic in Smash 4, but in this game, it's true. Yep, that's our kill option. That's it. It is a reliable kill option if you can space it properly. If you feel like you knock the Fox like far off stage and you're kind of like running to him in a situation, bam, just try and do this, and you know you might just get it because F tilt kind of reaches under the ledge in certain situations, or like it just really has a good hitbox. Basically, just practice your spacing with this, and just try to go for it. You know, try to go for it in friendlies. Try to go for it like on Elite Smash, on whatever you guys are kind of using for practice, and just keep it open as like a reliable kill option slash just like a burst approach actually. So this can also be like a burst approach. Like not many people, especially like this. Watch this. He's about to get tippered, bro. Bam. Like imagine if that was at like 100%. You know, not many people are ready for this burst, dude. Like, cause Marth kind of takes like a burst with it, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this guide and everything so far. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, I never really made a guide before. This was pretty much just me kind of talking about, you know, just the things that like I've experienced and just what I found out so far. You know, I don't know everything yet, but you know, I do know a little bit so far, at least enough to work with. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, stay tuned for more.